This poor guy, looking all devoted and pitiful, can you believe it, was actually a master manipulator who preyed on rich girls. At first, her mother thought her daughter had just met some hopeless romantic. This guy named Cass brought her daughter, Olala, homemade lunches every single day. But Olala wasn't touched at all. She treated those lunches like biohazards. Her mom even complained that she just didn't get it, that she had no sense of romance. But little by little, she realized something was off. Every time Cass got rejected, he'd put on this wounded, almost teary face, as if the whole world owed him an apology. Why did this routine feel so familiar? Just then, Mom saw a photo of Cass. Her blood ran cold. Well, wasn't this the same guy who ruined her niece Luna years ago? Turns out, this wasn't some innocent school crush at all. It was a hunt planned long in advance. Cass had already dug into Olala's family background and marked her as his next prey. Mom immediately told the family the truth. Back then, her niece Luna had been a top student with a brilliant future. Cass won her over using the exact same tactics. First, he hounded her non-stop. Then, he played the victim to gain sympathy. And once they were together, he subjected Luna to round-the-clock psychological control. In the end, that gifted girl gave up her bright future and nearly jumped off a building. When Olala learned the truth, she was shocked and furious. She decided to confront Cass in public the very next day, but she still underestimated just how skilled he was. In front of all their classmates, Olala firmly rejected Cass. She asked him to stop harassing her, but Cass's eyes instantly turned red. And right there, he began his little performance. Through tears, he accused her, saying he got up at 4 a.m. to cook for her, gave her his only umbrella in the rain, and got sick after getting soaked himself. He claimed he'd given her everything. Then he suddenly changed tack and demanded, "Is it just because I'm poor? Does that mean my feelings deserve to be trampled on and humiliated like this?" His emotional outburst hit like a truck. The students around them instantly switched sides. They all accused Olala of looking down on the poor and being cruel. Olala was completely stunned. She was only rejecting harassment. So how has she become the rich bully villain? She went home feeling utterly wronged. In tears, she asked her parents what she had done wrong. Her dad exploded with rage. He rolled up his sleeves, ready to storm the school and beat that punk half to death. But her mother stopped him. She knew making a scene now would only turn public opinion further against her daughter. When dealing with scum who manipulate people's emotions, you don't use fists. You use your brain. After calming her daughter down, a hard glint flashed in her eyes. "Don't worry. Tomorrow, Mom will take back the narrative for you." Meanwhile, Cass was feeling smug. He thought his plan was airtight. Soon, he will use public pressure to force Olala to give in, marry into a wealthy family, and bleed them dry. But what he didn't know was that this time, he'd messed with a true queen. The next day, a flashy Aston Martin sports car screeched to a stop at the university gate. The door opened, and a stunning, commanding noblewoman stepped out. All eyes were on her in an instant. Cass and the other students were stunned. "Who is that gorgeous woman?" Then, Olala stepped out of the car, looking like a completely different person. Gone was her usual plain look. She was absolutely radiant. Cass was completely dumbfounded. He realized the real counterattack had only just begun.